because of the Ken Domik music service, I had to cut that out, so I voiced his opening. My amazing audience seems to really enjoy when I travel around and see new sights and eat great food. So I decided to create a new mini-series about traveling from Canada to Jacksonville, Florida. We'll start in Buffalo, New York, fly to Fort Lauderdale Hollywood Airport, spend a day and a half in Jacksonville, then fly to Charlotte Douglas International Airport in North Carolina, and then arriving close to midnight back in Buffalo, I'll be stealth camping in the parking lot. So we're going to start this awesome series by driving over the border from Ontario, Canada to Buffalo, New York to eat a huge steak and stealth camp at Texas Roadhouse in
Cheektowaga.
Looks like somebody went to Google and looked up the pronunciation of Cheektowaga. There's no way in hell that Ken knew how to say that correctly without the help of Google.
So if this sounds like an exciting video that you want to watch, then grab something to eat, sit back, and enjoy this video. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Texas Roadhouse. We are going to be stealth camping in this parking lot. But first, we need to get ourselves some Texas food in Buffalo at Texas Roadhouse. Let me know in the comments below if you've eaten at Texas Roadhouse, and is it any good?
How about you stop with the distracted driving? You know, holding your camera in your hand, which is an illegal maneuver. You are not allowed to use a cell phone while driving, unless it's hands-free, but yet you seem to think that holding a video camera so that you can film is completely kosher, Ken? We already saw how later on in your trip that you drove right through a stop sign while doing the exact same thing down in Florida could have caused a serious incident. If there would have been a pedestrian walking, you wouldn't have seen the person and would have hit them.
It's taken me to like the major U.S. Postal Service depot or something. But I do see like post office box here, so they might actually have a store front that you can buy stamps and stuff. But for a second there, I'm like, uh-oh, it's sent me to the major headquarters. Okay, so we can probably buy stamps here. Nice. It's taken me to like the major U.S. Postal Service depot or something.
The car,
but I do see like post office box here, so they might actually have a store
hitting the next
front that you can buy stamps and stuff. But for a second there, I'm like, uh-oh, it's sent me to the major headquarters.
Visible. He was just too distracted by his camera.
So we can probably buy stamps here. Nice.
As you can see in the Florida video, he accelerated from 6 miles an hour to 13 miles an hour when he blew through the stop sign. I really do hope that the OPP nail you for this sooner or later back home in Ontario, because that is now a $1,000 fine.
First step, find a good parking spot. I think I just nailed one. There's some trees, you gotta be careful, scratch the paint. Again, this is a very long rig, it's 22 feet long, so I need to straddle 2 parking spots.
I am so shocked that he didn't put an ooh la la in that sequence there because of the word straddle. It's something that he would have done in the past, so either he's realizing that people aren't liking it and that we're calling him out on it way too much, or he's reserving it only for food.
Nobody is 100% gonna be needing this spot because there's a ton of parking, so. Well, just went in and it's about an hour and a half wait. It is 8:03 Saturday night, February 3rd. And so I'm just gonna kick back, relax in here for a bit. Getting here was no problem. That was the first time I've ever hit the Fort Erie crossing, and there was no cars at the customs. All the lanes were completely empty.
Gee, Ken, you think that might have something to do with it being a Saturday night? You know, when less people are traveling? The majority of traffic crossing over the border happens on a Friday or a Sunday or Monday, depending on if it's a long weekend. But geez, you thinking that, oh my God, it's so amazing. I got to the customs to the border and no one was there. Like, wow. Like, yeah, I've had that happen multiple times, Ken. It just depends on the day and the time that you go. And then you make it sound like it was like a complete overload moments after you got through. I call bullshit on that.
And by the time I pulled up, gave her my Nexus card, there were all of a sudden tons of cars pulling up. So I was super lucky to get across the border as fast as I did. But I got here a little bit early, and it's going to take about an hour and a half. We'll see. So they got my number, and we'll just wait. And I look forward to all those steaks that I just saw in that little window there. I also forgot to inform a bunch of you guys, I just finished a 72-hour fast.
God, we know, Ken. Anybody that's on your fucking channel has heard you say it ad nauseum 1,000,000 times over the 3 days that you were doing it. You are like a broken record when it comes to anything you're doing. You have to make sure that everybody knows everything you do 50 to 1,000 times, depending on how long you're doing it. Like, look at your carnivore thing. It was like a dozen times or more in every single video you put up. And now that you're done carnivore, you still talk about it over and over and over to people that don't know you, that could give a flying fuck.
I started it on Wednesday at 7:00 p.m. Thursday, the only thing I had was water all day. I had a couple coffees in the morning, and then I had about maybe 2 cups of bone broth.
See, Ken, right there, your phrasing of things is what gets you into trouble with the reaction channels and why you are called out all the time on being a liar. You just said that all you had all day was just water. But then you immediately reverse that by saying, I had a couple coffees in the morning, and then at dinner time in the evening, you had about 2 cups of bone broth. So, like I just said, you went from saying that all you had all day was water to then superseding that by saying, oh, yeah, I had coffee in the morning and broth at night. What you should have said was, I had coffee in the morning, and then I switched to just water throughout the course of the day until evening when I decided to have some bone broth. That is how you should have put it. Your choice of phrasing it made you a liar, but you did it purposefully to make it seem like you were depriving yourself, like this was such a harrowing ordeal for you to go through. Not eating for a day or 2 days or 3 days is not the end of the world. How about try doing a liquid-only diet for 90 days, Ken? I did that without a single problem. And we're talking about clear liquids only. So that would be water, like juices that do not have sugar. I mean, you could have sugary juices, but I opted for non-sugary drinks and broth. You would never make it 3 months, let alone probably 3 weeks. I say within the first week, you cave. completely.
At dinner time to help ease my way into the next day and a half. So today is, so that got me through Friday. Today is Saturday. Like I said, it's just after 8. When I crossed the border, it was probably around 7 o'clock. And so I started drinking more bone broth that I brought in one of those Yeti things. And that really helped me get to here. And then I had like 3 eggs. So you kind of start.
Yet more distracted driving from Ken. While it is not illegal to drive with your interior lights on, and you aren't holding your camera as usual in your hand to film B-roll footage, here you are with your interior light on, which is actually distracting to the driver. In many instances, if your interior light is higher than the outside light, so driving at night, it closes your pupil, which makes it more difficult for you to see the dark road outside, dumbass. Quit putting other drivers at risk for your fucking YouTube money-making scheme. Does somebody else need to get hurt or, God forbid, killed for you to get this concept? Also, it looks like the testicle with a face is eating one of its smaller brethren. A testicle eating a testicle.
With a little bit of bone broth. It gets your body kind of, okay, we're reintroducing food into the system. And then you wait about 15-20 minutes. Some people like to wait a little bit longer. And then I had 3 boiled eggs. And so I'm really glad that the Texas Steakhouse is as busy as it is. So I'm kind of hoping that they don't let me in until like 9. It'll probably be less packed too, and I'll be able to videotape in there a little bit easier. They are playing loud music, so I'm going to try and wear a mic and try to keep the sound out as much as possible, that Texas country music that they're playing in there. So
Ken, it's 2024. Videotaping hasn't been a thing for many years with you. It's all digital. It is a digital file on a flash card or hard drive. Like, how hard is that for you to understand? And yeah, we all know why you're complaining about the music, because you don't want to get hit with copyright, because then your video would be worthless, because you would not be able to monetize it. That's all you care about.
I always have to fly by the seat of my pants when I'm going into a restaurant to eat, because I have no idea where they're going to sit me. I have no idea how loud the music's going to be until I am in there.
Boy, what a drama queen. Half the time he tells us, oh, I went there the other night, so I know exactly what table. I asked them, what table number is this? And so I know exactly where I want to sit. That way, then I don't have to deal with speakers and music, and I'll be off by myself, because I'm always by myself when I film these. Like, I'm not weird. I'm not the weird guy that videotapes himself. Oh, sorry, Ken. It's not videotaping. It's recording myself eating. Problem is, Carol doesn't want to be caught in public with him. And unlike other YouTubers that make interesting videos at restaurants who can afford to pay somebody to help produce or record for them, Ken is either too cheap or doesn't have somebody that wants to sit there and get a free meal and watch him gorge himself. No need to keep this part of the video in, because here he is just showing off his jackeries and what he packed to take to Florida, and his sleeping bag if it gets too cold and there's no battery power. So just cut that bull crap out.
Oh, can you smell that? Can you?
What the rock is cooking.
Oh, don't mind me, people. I'm just filming you for my YouTube video. Even though technically I'm not supposed to do this, and I didn't bother to blur out any of the faces, especially of all the minors.
Hi, how are you?
All right, how are you doing?
Thank you. Come right this way.
Sure.
Have you been here before?
Never.
Never. All right, well, welcome in. We have a lot of good things. I mentioned to fall off the bone ribs. They fall right off the bone.
Okay.
Sorry, sweetheart. I didn't come here for no ribs. I'm only here for the biggest steak you got. I already made up my mind before I walked in this place. That's literally what Ken is thinking, and she's being so courteous and telling him one of, I guess, their specialties. He never orders the ribs. He always wants to get the biggest steak, which tends to be a porterhouse if they offer that, because Ken thinks bigger is better when it comes to YouTube videos. It's why he doesn't go to smaller mom and pop places for food that he has never had or that he thinks he won't like. He's already said that he only eats what he knows he likes. How many times do you need to see someone eat a steak? A steak is a steak. It's not really gonna change.
All of our steaks, they're hand-cut in-house.
Fantastic.
We got a lot of good things. All of our sides are also made from scratch as well, okay?
Thank you very much.
Joe will be right over.
All right. Oh boy. How many buns should I eat? Got a whole table to myself.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock.
Well, no shit.
Jesus Christ, no shit, Sherlock.
No shit, Sherlock.
No shit, Sherlock.
No shit, Sherlock.
Oh, no, that was another guy. His name was Shit Sherlock. First name, no.
No shit, Sherlock.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
That's awesome. I couldn't have asked for a better spot than this. This is great. First bun in 34 days. I wonder if it's gonna mess me up.
What?
All right, how you doing?
My name's Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Have you ever been here before?
Never. First time.
Are you by yourself or with
I am by myself.
Wanna be all by myself anymore.
Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely.
I have nobody
Away from home.
Wish I had someone to call on the phone.
That's why I'm lonely. I'm Mr. Lonely.
I wish that I could go back home.
I'm so lonesome I could cry.
That means he's lost the will to live.
I'm so lonesome I could cry.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid? Why aren't more people intelligent like me? I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely inside real alone. There's no one, just me only, sitting on my little throne. I work very hard and make up great plans, but nobody listens, no one understands. Seems like no one takes me seriously, and so I'm lonely, a bit of lonely. Pour it on me. There's nobody I can relate to. Feel like a bird in a cage. It's kinda silly, but not really, because it's filling my body with rage. I'm the smartest, most clever, most physically fit, but nobody else seems to realize it. When I change the world, maybe they'll notice me. And until then, I'll just be lonely. Yeah, riddle lonely. Poor riddle me. I so lonely.
Okay, perfect. I just want to get you out of your way.
Sure.
Get a nice cold draft beer.
I'm just gonna.
Rita.
I would love to, but I'm just drinking water today.
This is just Ken's vain attempt to try and show compulsion control. If I had to guess, Beer Fest would be Ken's favorite movie for obvious reasons.
Like any lemon?
No, thank you.
Okay,
I
we'll go grab that for you. Food menu is going to be right over
Oh, there's the menu. Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Notice how the putz never puts his phone down? He's click-clacking away on it and not paying attention whatsoever to his waitress.
All right, guys, just check out this menu at Texas Roadhouse. We got starters, we got burgers, sandwiches, kids stuff, hand-cut steaks. I think that's what I'm going to be doing today. Oh, they got prime rib. We could do a 12-ounce prime rib. We got Texas side combos, chicken specialties.
Ken is the type of moron that would go to a steakhouse and order the chicken entrees. He's done that sort of thing before, where he goes to a particular restaurant that specializes in something else, and then he picks the thing that is completely opposite of it.
Country dinners, dockside favorites. Check out these steaks. You have the 8-ounce sirloin, grilled barbecue,
Okay, you're okay. I'm just going to wait for her.
ribeye. Oh, look at that bone-in ribeye, 20-ounce. I was gonna go really piggish, but I don't think I should.
Oh, Ken, you're not gonna go piggish? Yeah, we all know that that's a bullshit line. You're probably gonna order the biggest slab of meat that you can find on the menu, or the most expensive item, and then you're just gonna shove those rolls down your throat.
What would you guys order?
You want to throw any of these appetizers in? Fried pickles? Anything like that?
I just came off the carnivore diet.
Red alert! All hands to battle stations. Engage.
Here we go again with Ken bringing up that he was on the carnivore diet for the last month to some random stranger that doesn't know him, all because he wants the attention. He's an attention seeker. He wants to brag about the minor weight loss he had, that he's going to put all that weight back on within the next couple of weeks anyways, so that the person will be amazed and praise him and say, "Oh my God, how did you do that, sir? You're so amazing."
So,
wow.
yeah, 34 days.
How did that go?
I lost 18 pounds
Good for you.
since
That's awesome.
since January 1st.
See? That's all it takes is just a tiny little bit of praise, and Ken lights up like a frickin' Christmas tree. He showed more enthusiasm in that moment than he has in any of his videos over the last 5+ years. Maybe he should hire somebody or get one of his super fans that will do it for free to come and follow him and be off camera, so in between scenes they can tell him what an amazing job he's doing, so that he'll always be delightful on camera.
So
healthy, hard diet.
If you like meat, you're fine.
Well,
If you like cheese, meat, eggs, bacon, fish, you're done. You're good, right?
Meanwhile, every time the waitress begins to speak in response, Ken looks away from her and doesn't give her any eye contact. But when he's speaking, he's always looking at her, probably making sure that she's focusing on him. Like, how rude is that? It's just as rude as when he's looking at his phone and clacking away on it. Ken completely disregards any manners that someone should have when communicating with another individual.
like you can just have like any meat and
Yeah.
okay.
Wrong, dipshit. Every time he does this, he tells somebody about something and then he gives completely useless advice. You cannot just simply eat any meat or cheese or fatty products on carnivore. The hot dog that you ate at Harvey's, that you also put bacon and processed cheese slices on top of, that would be a no-go because that had several grams of carbs in it because hot dogs have sugar in them. Cheese has carbohydrates in them, especially processed. So you're just telling her useless information or wrong information. And you're not saying, oh, maybe you should consult your doctor if you're going to consider this.
Do some research.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that hypocritical? That's like the pot calling the kettle black, Ken. You don't research for any of your videos, but you tell other people to research? Oh, what? Because you don't want to be responsible if they harm themselves? I think that any of these videos where you give out advice or talk about these diets, that YouTube should block them, should completely take them down or make you cut out those portions because it is irresponsible of you and you fucking know it. And I'm pissed off with this portion of the reaction because you put people at harm. The moment you kill somebody, that's blood on your hands, all because they listen to a moron like yourself.
Make sure you know what you're doing. And
I'd give you a minute to look that over.
what's the grilled shrimp season with?
So, instead of reading what the menu says for the grilled shrimp appetizer, Ken has to give that puzzled deer in the headlights look that he always does, as if he doesn't know something, so that someone else will explain it for him. He can't understand what seasoned shrimp drizzled with garlic, lemon, pepper butter, and served on toasted, fresh baked bread means. Like, are you fucking kidding me, Ken? He wasn't asking if it was good. He was asking, basically, what is it? Even though it explains it in the description that I just read from their menu.
It just comes with like 5 grilled shrimp and it has some garlic butter on the side.
Okay, I'll start with that. That'd be fantastic. Thank you. Cheers, guys. 34 days.
Oh, big deal. 34 days that you were on a diet where you found loopholes to make excuses of why you could have certain things that you shouldn't have had while on the diet. You didn't do it completely the way that most other people would, Ken, so don't act all high and mighty and be like, praise me, for I have done the impossible. And what's with sticking your testicle-looking head close up to the camera? As I said, you look like a testicle that has a face on it and was wearing glasses. Hey, Mr. Testicle Head! That's what I'm going to call you from now on. Testicle Head. Mr. Testicle Head. Mr. Testy for short.
I did look at their website and I was really interested in their porterhouse T-bone. It's $34.99. It's 1,040 calories smothered, and I wanted to get it smothered with sauteed mushrooms and onions. You know what? I'm going to do it.
See, I called it, everybody. We've all watched Ken for so long that we know his habits. I said earlier that he's going to end up ordering the either most expensive item on the menu or the biggest steak. And what did he do? He did the biggest steak. This is also the most expensive item, but typical Ken gets the biggest steak, a porterhouse. Ooh, big frickin' deal, Ken. Yeah, you're so broke, but you can afford to get yourself porterhouses all the fucking time, huh? Oh yeah, oh woe is me. I'm so broke, everybody, that I can't afford to eat. Can't afford to fix 1, 2, or 3 of my vehicles. But, yep, I need your money, so donate, donate, donate.
With steamed broccoli, my first vegetable in 34 days. Have I mentioned I've been on a carnivore diet for 34 days? I think I have.
Silence! I kill you! Silence! I kill you!
Just shut up!
Ah, shut up in your face.
Shut the hell up!
Shut up. What? I'm sorry. Please don't speak to me like that. I am simply saying that you Will you shut up? Hey. Shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut up. Skylar, shut up. Please shut up. Stop. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Shut the fuck up!
Will you shut up, man? Listen, who is on your list?
Shut the fuck up, bitch! Shut the hell up! Shut up!
Please shut up. Jesus Christ.
No, shut up.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay, shut up.
Shut your mouth.
Shut up! No, shut up, dumb bitch. Shut up!
Hey! Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
So there it is, porterhouse T-bone, $34.99. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Which do you prefer, Texas, A1? Let me know in the comments below.
Kudos, Ken, for asking a stupid question. The Texas steakhouse sauce is only available at that chain's locations. I'm assuming the majority of your audience has never eaten there, so how the hell would they know? A1 is a readily accessible sauce that is sold in grocery stores. Are you that stupid to ask that question? You are so desperate to get your comment section going to help you with the algorithm that you have to come up with asinine questions that make no sense instead of taking a few minutes of your precious time that you apparently never have and come up with an actual decent question like so many other YouTubers would.
Well, all right, here we go.
Look at that fakeness on full display here. He knows that if he plays it up that he's dreading this moment, that it'll make him seem like he did such an amazing job not eating carbs over the last 30 some odd days. Meanwhile, as I've pointed out, and as others have as well, he ate carbs. He just didn't eat bread. That's what he considers to be carbs. So because he didn't put buns on the hot dog, even though there's carbs in the hot dog, he still thinks that it was carb-free.
When I try to explain how I feel, that I still need your love after all that I've done, you won't believe me. Don't cry for me.
Your Honor, I object.
You would!
Overactor.
Jazz up! Oh no. They're on to me!
my gosh. Look how soft that is. Oh, buttery like crazy. I'm not sure if we should cut this in half or just rip it in half.
Yeah, you asked that question as you were already in the process of cutting the bun open. Kudos, Ken.
Let's do both. They've got this butter. I'll ask her if there's anything special about the butter. Looks like there is. Oh my gosh, first carbs.
We've already established that you were not carb-free during the month of January when you were doing carnivore. You didn't do it strictly, and you ate things that had plenty of carbs in them. You're just too stupid to realize that because you don't do any research into what you're putting down your throat. So not only were you consuming hidden carbs, but you were also over-consuming in the salt or sodium department, which you don't understand. Sodium intake, especially at the levels that you are at, can cause high blood pressure, amongst other things. Given all the ultra-processed foods that you were eating in the month of January, you didn't need to be consuming what you were calling your electrolyte element drink, because that was 1,000 milligrams of sodium, which is half your daily intake if you're going with the high number, from the American Heart Association.
Oh my, look at it, it's like dough.
Oh look, an idiot. Let's point and laugh.
Ken, I know you're a moron, but this takes it to a whole new level. No freaking duh. A bun is made out of dough. Oh my god, I can't even come up with anything better to say, because what you just said is the most asinine thing ever. Oh my god, it's like dough! Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I haven't seen this much overacting since...
Probably not. That's probably much more red, because the red means hot. All right. Doesn't necessarily mean this isn't going to be hot. Let's just bite into it and see how it goes. It looks crunchy. Nice soft bun. Spicy. Mary, what have you done? What have you done? Oh, holy cow. Oh, Mary, what have you done? I should have had this opened. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't intimidated by the looks of it. Oh my gosh. Ooh. So the chicken, spicy breading is hot. Then you got that spice on the bottom that's hot, spice on the top that's hot. It needs more pickles. I'm gonna need more air conditioning. I think that's the hottest chicken sandwich I've ever had at any fast food restaurant. Yep. Mary. Oh, Mary. You can make a hot spicy chicken sandwich. I know a lot of people that couldn't eat this. I know a lot of people that would get one bite in, they'd be done for the rest of the day. Holy cow. So it isn't crazy hot in my car anymore. The air conditioning is doing a really good job. but this is heating my body. My inner core is going through the roof. Never thought I'd say this. Needs more pickles. Needs more pickles to help combat the craziness. Wow. People said it was hot, and I believe them. But I've had spicy things that companies say is spicy, and you eat it and you're like, eh, it's got a nice kick to it. This has got a kick. Sorry for yelling. I apologize. Here we go. Big Mary for the very first time, only here on KBD Productions TV. Here we go. Wow. Whoa. That is spicy. It is oozing out the side. Check it out. Scratch, sniff, the rest is mine. The whole thing is just so moist and gooey. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had a bun this soft. And the chicken is super moist. Mmm. Crunchy. Beautiful whole breast of chicken. Ooh. Ooh. So with Big Mary's, spicy Big Mary's, you have a breaded chicken with spices on it to make just the breaded chicken itself hot. Then they hit you with sauce on the top bun and the bottom bun. And over here, we got the McDonald's. That is crazy hot, people. This is just a beautiful cayenne pepper burn in my mouth right now. All right, going in for this ghost pepper. Come on, McDonald's. Let's do a quick swale of water. Reset. Almost. It's not resetting. Come on, reset.
So as you can see, in that video that he did 3 years ago of the spicy Big Mary, he just put on an Oscar performance where he was just overreacting through the roof about how spicy it was. Then I showed you a clip of him eating the spicy Big Mary for the first time a few years prior to that, and it was normal. Really very little reaction to it. No overreacting or overacting. And then I followed it up when he was comparing the ghost pepper McChicken to the spicy Big Mary. And again, he kind of played it up just a tiny bit. And that video was from 2 years ago. But it wasn't, again, over the top reacting or overacting like he put on 3 years ago. So he does this all the time because he thinks that it makes it quality content, when all it does is makes him look like a giant doofus or buffoon. I also kept in the part where he referred to taking a swale of water. Ken, there's no such thing as taking a swale of water. It's called a swig. A swig, you fucking moron. I'm sorry, but you think that you are such a learned person with such an amazing vocabulary, but you make up words that don't exist. You leave out words when you're trying to make complete sentences, and you can't pronounce half the words that you even use. So why swale, S-W-A-L-E, is a word. It means like a shallow ditch. So, yeah, were you taking a drink of a shallow ditch? I don't think so.
Holy cow. Super soft, freshly made. warm. It's got a bit of a sweetness to it.
That's the patented, typical Ken response. He looks at the food, and then he just racks his brain to try and think of words that make sense to explain what he's holding in his hand and what he just ate. Freshly made. Warm. Bready. Doughy. Sweet. Got a bit of sweetness to it. Yeasty. Come on, brain. Think of something else. Come on. I need to say something else. It's like edible beer. I'm surprised that he doesn't say that. I'm sure Ken thinks that beer is essentially liquid bread because there's yeast in beer to create the alcohol during the whole fermentation process. Like, what a doofus.
Wow. Oh, I miss bread so much. That's incredible. It's so sweet. It should be a dessert. Let's do another one.
And this is why Ken is putting back on all the weight that he lost during the month of January. Because he doesn't have any self-control. He could have just had one bun and been done with it. But nope, he had to immediately scarf down the first one and then scarf down a second one. Like, I'm sure off camera he probably ate the entire basket of rolls plus an additional basket. But, you know, Ken doesn't follow anything he says. He's constantly saying that he's only going to eat until he's satiated. But he's clearly overeating. He doesn't keep track of the calories in, calories out like he's been making claims. And that's why he's gaining weight. And then he'll go, oh, well, I'm in a plateau. No, a plateau means that you are consuming enough calories that your body stays the same. If your weight goes up, it means that you are over-consuming calories and not burning off enough to have your weight go down. That's how it works. It's called calories in, calories out, Ken. It's a rather simple concept that you don't grasp. Ken, you want to do all these tests right now? I suggest that you go get an ultrasound of your liver done, as well as get your liver enzymes in your blood work tested. I bet you anything that you have fatty liver disease. Or, in your case, you probably might have sclerosis of the liver, which means that you have gone past just the fatty liver aspect, and you have actual scarring of your liver, which is which is irreversible. Once you have that, you have it for the rest of your life. You cannot reverse that.
You can barely cut it. Check that out. All buttery.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Are you about ready to order? Did you want to come before?
I'm going to do that porterhouse T-bone.
Okay, and how would you like that haircut steakhouse?
Medium rare.
Warm red center, okay for you?
More rare than medium?
Okay.
Hey, dumbass. Why don't you, instead of ordering your steak medium rare, if you want it to be rarer, why don't you just ask for rare? Huh? Why don't you just ask for rare? Meanwhile, in your keg video while you were doing carnivore, you fucking stupidly said that that you don't like rarer steaks, but then you complained if it's not rare. That was another one of your little dementia type gaffes. You know, that's why I constantly am saying that you're having these little mini strokes, because you literally don't know what you do or do not like half the time. 1 second you like something this way, the next second you don't, because you can't remember what you're even talking about.
And then, any onions, mushrooms?
Definitely the mushrooms and smothered. That's what you guys call it, right?
Mushrooms, yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you want to smother it with shrimp too, or you're
No, I'm good. I'm gonna have the shrimp.
And then do you want jack cheese on top too, or just the onions and mushrooms?
No, not jack cheese. How about broccoli on the side?
Broccoli, and then you
Steamed
also
broccoli?
get one more meat from scratch salad.
Can I double up the broccoli? That's probably the only thing on there that's not like coated in something, or steamed broccoli is probably my best bet.
Side salad.
No, I'm not good.
You're okay.
Yeah.
And then, are you? I saw your like little setup here. What's going on?
I like promoting restaurants on my YouTube channel. Yeah.
It's so funny that the nice waitress, you know, as she pointed out, I saw your little setup here. What's going on? Meanwhile, Ken's like, what do I say? I like to show off and feature restaurants. Can you point me in the direction of the bathroom? Because I like to take my camera in there and film unsuspecting people as they're taking a shit or a piss. I do it all the time. It's perfectly legal, even though it's not. Do you guys have showers here? Because I'd love to take a shower. I love taking showers in public showers. Oh, you don't? Oh, well, that's such a pity. I was hoping to have that for my video. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to go back to my stealth camper that I'm gonna sleep in your parking lot tonight in, and I guess I'm just gonna have to use wet wipes to give myself a hooker bath, as they call it. That's what they call it, right? A hooker bath? Meanwhile, in his head, he's probably thinking, man, I was waiting for you to ask me all night. But yeah, then he was like passive aggressive when she mentioned the side salad. He's like, nope, just broccoli. I just want the broccoli because I want to have broccoli farts all night. I want my stealth camper to smell like broccoli farts. Fuck the salad. I don't want none of that crunchy water. Yeah, I call it crunchy water too because Dame Drops said that, and he's so cool. He's like my only black friend because I have to have a token black friend. Otherwise, everyone thinks that I'm a bigoted racist, even though I technically am. I just try to hide it by telling everybody that Dames and I are such great friends. So I steal his sayings and use them on my channel from time to time because that's what I like to do. That's what KBD Productions TV is all about. We steal everybody else's great ideas and their gags, and we make it ours.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You'll have to write it down so I can check it out.
I will let you scan my phone when you're done.
Bitch, please. I'm Ken Domik. I'm too fucking poor to spend money to buy myself some business cards with my information that I can hand out to people that ask me about my YouTube channel. No, you can scan my phone or you can piss off. That's the end of it. Either scan my phone or piss off.
Look at this thing. And what is this?
It's honey cinnamon butter.
Honey cinnamon butter.
I don't know if you want to throw it in there. So everything that you're going to be eating today, we make in-house. We make absolutely everything.
That's phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, people.
So it's a honey cinnamon butter made with like honey cinnamon. We churn it. Like we make everything in-house.
Tastes great. But the bun's even sweet.
I know, it's so good. That's why with those, I actually like them with regular butter, just because it's like, it evens like the salty and sweetness.
Sure.
The bread's like a little sweet, and then like the butter's salty. But everybody loves that.
Yeah, thank you. Honey, cinnamon, butter. I'm gonna push that aside for a bit. I don't know if I should eat any more of that.
As this video has gotten to a length that I feel merits splitting it into 2 parts, I'm gonna leave it off here after Ken's exploits with the rolls or buns. And part 2 will focus on the actual entree and appetizer that he has before that. So I'll just sum up this portion as, you know, Ken putting on a show for the camera, pretending that he's, you know, loopy or getting high off of the bread and butter, which is absolutely just asinine. It's just more cringe material for his channel that he thinks is so popular and so endearing, but in reality, he just comes off as a giant jackass and a doofus. So, unlike Ken's audience, who doesn't like to come back for subsequent videos in a series that he produces, I hope everybody comes back for part 2 of this Texas Roadhouse video. So, this has been another Ken Domik dissemination expose. If you've enjoyed this video and think it deserves a like, please hit that button. If you disliked it, hit that button. If you're new here or you haven't subscribed previously and I've earned that from you, then please really consider hitting that button. We're trying to get to, you know, the 1500 mark, I guess, is the next major milestone. Yeah, until next time, this is KDDE signing out. Have a good one, and be safe. The Ken Domik Dissemination Expose channel would like to take a moment to thank our wonderful KDDE community builders. Without your support, this channel would not be able to grow. Thank you, thank you, thank you.